Yo, what's going on, guys? And sorry for the lack of uploads and the bad uploads. We've been at Summer League for the last 2 days, and oh my god, the connections I've made, the things I've saw, the things I've learned. Baby, I wish I could tell you more. But I'm gonna tell you what I've heard from scouts, what I've heard. I've met so many, just people who work for the team that your boy might go into basketball operations. And we're gonna talk about what I've learned. So let me read off to who have been the best performers, guys who've really helped their stock so far. We'll talk about other people, and the thing is Shaedon Sharpe, Leonard Miller, Josh Minot, Terquavion Smith, Jarace Walker, Orlando Robinson, Bilal Coulibaly, and honorable mentions, Ricky Council and Kenny Lofton were all right, and they weren't bad, but they were good. We're going to talk about each player 1v1, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think, if there was any other players I might have missed of these Summer League performances? Obviously, Victor Wembanyama shit the bed. We could talk about that all day. I saw that live. There was actually people booing at the end. But I think it's definitely, you should know, take these all with a grain of salt. Dude, some of these guys could look like a god now, and they might not see any playing time in the regular season, okay? And that's just how it is. So let's get right into it. Shaedon Sharpe's a fucking man, dude. And also the highlights you're watching are just stuff I got that I filmed. Sorry if my camera work sucks, but enjoy. Let's get into it. Shaedon Sharpe's a man amongst boys. Oh my god, dude, he's out there just flying, okay? Hitting 3-point shots, diming, like literally just looking like an all-star and compared to every other player there. And the thing is he's a guy that at this point, I don't think he'll play maybe one more game. They're gonna fucking sit him. They can't risk him getting hurt. So just know that. All right, next up, Orlando Robinson. Shaedon Sharpe, everyone knows who he is. They got him for a robbery. People were scared because he didn't play. Okay, so I'm just saying, Shaedon Sharpe's up next. He might be better than Scoot Henderson. And Scoot looked good before he messed up his shoulder, and he won't be playing anymore, it seems like. But Orlando Robinson, 13 of 22 from the field. Okay, and the 36 points he had, 3 of those buckets he made were 3-pointers. Dude, the guy could not be stopped. All right, he made, I couldn't even say this guy named the Balcrow. I'm like so bad with his name. The center that was playing for Mr. Boston, but I mean Boston, they couldn't get anything going. The Heat out there, Orlando Robinson was feasting. Jaime Jaquez did not play. Jamal Cain, Drew Smith, and Drew Peterson, I think it is, and Nikola Jovic were all out there with Orlando Robinson. He was just fantastic. That was just insane murder. Now, another guy we had that I said earlier was Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller, dude, day one, he threw an alley-oop to Josh Minot, and Josh Minot was another guy that I just said, okay, both of those guys. Leonard, I don't know how he fell. I just think it was just maybe the positioning, but Leonard Miller, legit Lamar Odom 2.0, maybe even better. The guy's, dude, he threw a lob. Like, I saw this firsthand from the 5 feet out from the 3-point line to Josh Minot, who was cutting back door. And he's 6'10". I loved it. I loved it a lot. And I think definitely Josh Minot had 20, and Leonard Miller had 16 with 11 rebounds and hit 2 3-pointers. He was super efficient. Both of them looked great. And shout out, you guys know I'm a Timberwolves fan. I mean, they just look like, Josh Minot looks like he can be a swingman playing shooting guard, small forward, and Leonard Miller, it's like, dude, the guy can play small forward, power forward, and if he gets bigger in a few years, could be a center. No cap. Now, next guy, Terquavion Smith. Dude, Jarace Walker was a man out there too, but Terquavion Smith against the Knicks, so that was the game I watched, but oh man, I had to leave halfway at right before halftime to go to the press conference, which I shouldn't have. It was just dumb. Honestly hated it. But I mean, I uploaded the video, guys. I hope you guys liked it, but it was just how everyone I didn't like the vibes of it. But either way, I was talking to a Mav scout during the Sixers game, and dude, Quavian Smith was feasting. I mean, so I'll shout out Ricky Council and Felipe Petrusev. I heard really good stuff about Ricky Council. Okay, really good stuff about Ricky Council, and Petrusev didn't look bad. You know, like one of the guys I was talking about, just he hadn't seen enough. He hadn't kept up with him, but. Quavian Smith, again, I believe he's a Bones Highland type guy, and he showed it today. Showed it all right. And next, Jarace Walker. We touched on him, okay? We'll talk Pacers Wizards right here. This one was funny. Josh Robbins was actually behind me, but Jarace Walker was out there just blocking anything. Like, he was just looking for people's lives. 3 blocks, 3 steals, 8 points, 13 rebounds. One of my good friends out here, Henry, you guys have heard him on. He's out here with me. He's also, networking and hitting the trail. And I've been trying to convince him about Jarace Walker. The guy's a fucking menace. And the other thing is with what we're hearing right here is the fact that I think Jarace Walker just shows this guy's gonna be a star. Yeah, he shot 3 of 13, but either those field goal attempts are gonna be toned down once he's playing actual NBA minutes. Won't get that many touches, let's be honest. Now, Amen looked good, so did Scoot. Amen just tripped over a ghost, basically. I was talking to someone, looked that over, there was a timeout, looked back, and Amen Thompson was being like touched. Wizards, Bilal Coulibaly looks like a defensive freak, athletic freak. I think the one thing that he's still raw at is his handles. He does not have handles, insane handles, the half court offense. He's not able to create the best for himself right now. In terms of tonight, I believe he had how many turnovers? He had only 2 turnovers, wasn't bad at all, and he ended up with 9 points. But the defense looked insane. The athleticism looked insane. He was grabbing rebounds, and he's able to dribble in the open court, no problem. But it's I think attacking the basket off the dribble, not there yet, but there's flashes of it, and I like it. Another guy, Pat Baldwin, Xavier Cooks. First off, Xavier Cooks and Johnny Davis were leading there, but I love Xavier Cooks. I'm surprised contending teams aren't calling up for him. Pat Baldwin though, hit a few threes, looked good. They were running him at power forward full on, but it was a good day. Dude, guys, let me take a sip of lemonade, which I've been sipping throughout this. Hubert's lemonade at Subway on the way home. So, let's be real about this Summer League stuff. It's awesome. I'm watching a lot of guys having conversations. And, there's a lot of things that I'd like to share, but I don't want to share them because I think I have an opportunity potentially to go into scouting or B-Ops, and I'm just going to be privy with some information. But what I do know is I'm learning a lot more about what people actually think about certain players, and I will always convey the information as transparent as I can. But also, you have to understand, a lot of the conversations I have are off the record, so I just can't say that because we're not being in an interview. I'm just, some of the shit I'm saying is fucked up, okay? Not even fucked up, I'm just, sharing information, and it's interesting just how the whole world works. So, I'm getting numbers in my phone, meeting a lot of people who are on B-Ops or just scouting. I think I want to be in the scout B-Ops world. And I just want to be transparent with you guys. So there's things, I think, not anything insane, things that people like me, and if you're subscribed to the channel and you're listening to this point of the video, you're probably like me, that it's salary cap there, dude. A few player things, and learning. I mentioned one thing I can tell you straight up: people, supposedly the coaching world doesn't like Nick Nurse. And another thing is, I can tell you, nepotism, it runs hard in the NBA world, like all sports things and all things in the world. The other thing is, you gotta be cool. I'm like obviously besides being connection, but like if you don't have connections, if you're like me, you know why? Like I'm able to have these conversations and talk. It's because I like doing the draft and I like doing these, all the international shit I like. Yeah, because I watch foreign leagues. I keep up with foreign basketball. That's like my niche, and that's a lot of the times after I get their number, not a lot of times, every single time someone gives me their number, I immediately, like, as soon as we leave, I text them and I'm like, yada, 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 like, pleasure meeting you. I hope to cross paths again, and, all that good stuff. And then they usually basically respond, likewise, say, hope we meet again. And if you have any European guys or any, like international players, send them my way. And it's like it's not even really prospects. I never talk prospects with these guys. Now we're talking like Tomas Shapiro. All right. We're talking like looking for fucking guys like, could Jan Vesely still be effective here? Could Tariq Biberovic, who's on the Grizzlies, and I probably just butchered his name. And like we're talking about like drafting and stashing players, and like how like which players we draft, like Guy Santos, and like we're talking like Paris basketball, like Johan Bahrain and like Yamadar, like okay, like we're talking guys like Aaron Henry, or even like Costa's Papa I can't even say his name, Papa Nicola or something like that, or like Georgios Papagiannis, which I just heard recently. He worked out with the Celtics. He wasn't super impressive, but also people don't really like Kai Soto, and he kind of sucks. Just know that. Like, just know. Somebody told me that they had a workout, like 30 dudes, and he didn't even realize Kai Soto was there because he just didn't do anything.